Red FM, FIFO Life, Big Al here with you, joined by Sandra. How are you, Sandra?
I'm well, Al. How are you?
Doing pretty good. Now, I got a giggle because I'm looking at what we're going to talk about. How to complain without offence.
Yeah, I just pulled that out of thin air. Let's hope this works.
Well, I guess the obvious question, how do you complain without causing offence?
Okay, so we're just going to delve back into the relationship series. And a couple of weeks ago, we talked about the 3 pillars and the 4 killers of relationships. One of the 3 pillars was having constructive conflict, and one of the 4 killers was criticism. So what we're talking about today is how do you complain and have an objection without offending your
Because
partner?
there's always going to be disagreements. There's always
Always.
going to be things that you don't like that your partner does. Or Yeah,
Always.
okay, cool. All right, so
Always.
how do we do it?
So we have to do it in a way that it's a gentle way to approach it. So more often than not, if you're going to criticize someone, you will start the sentence with you. You didn't do this. You always do that. You never do this. It's always going to come across as a criticism.
Yep.
So we want to flip that around and turn it to I. So you need to start your sentences with I. And normally you would say I, and normally a feeling that follows. So I feel as though you don't care when you don't call me every night. See, it sounds a little
I'm
bit different.
listening. Yeah.
You don't care about me because you don't call me every night.
Yeah.
Rather than I feel as though you don't care when you don't call me every night. Okay. So you started off with an I statement, how you feel, and why it's important to you would be the next thing. So when you say, I feel as though you don't care when you call me that night, every night, even though I know you're busy, I really need to hear your voice and I need to know that you're thinking about me. So all I want is just some contact. Does that sound okay?
Yeah, it makes sense. It sounds a little needy, to be honest, Sandra, and I'm not going to call you every night for the record.
In the case of FIFO families,
Yep.
it's kind of more important because,
Yep.
you know, they don't get the chance to see everybody all the time. And I know a lot of partners wait for that phone call.
Yep.
And sometimes just waiting for a text is really important for them, but they never really express how important it is to their partner.
So I guess one way is the language in the sense of bring it back on you as opposed to blaming them. You're kind of
Yes.
saying why. You're explaining it in the accusation as well.
Yep.
The other one, would it be constructive, I guess, instead of just kind of tearing someone apart for the sake of tearing them apart?
Yep, and it's a really good point. You're not talking about the person, you're talking about a behaviour. So always separate the person from the behaviour. So when you say, it's because you are lazy, you don't bother,
Yep.
rather than when you don't call me, I feel something else. It's the behaviour that matters, it's not the person. Don't attack the person. So and that's not just in relationships, that's with everything. It's normally the behaviour you dislike, it's not the person you dislike. So always try and split that apart.
Okay.
Does that sort of make sense?
Yeah, that makes complete sense.
Okay. And then at the end, the final thing you would do is come up with a solution together. So say, I know you're really busy and you can't call me or can't text me. What do you think we can do just so that I know that you're thinking of me?
Okay. So as soon as you bring up the issue, it's important that you walk away from that
Yep.
with a resolution to it?
That would be preferable.
Yeah.
Yes.
Not always going to happen.
It's not always going to happen, but at least what you've done there is shared how you felt, shared why it's important to you, and shared how important it is for you to come up with a solution together.
Yep.
So that's just an alternative way to, you don't call me every night, I don't like it because you're an idiot.
Yep.
That sort of approach. So just flipping
that's
it and make
mean.
it. And that's mean. And that's damaging to a relationship, and it's
Yep.
not very constructive conflict.
So, yeah, makes complete sense.
Okay.
I like it.
Cool.
Language, constructive,
Language.
and get a resolution.
That's
Try.
it.
Perfect. Thanks, Sandra. Appreciate it. If people
worries.
want more tips, they can obviously go to the website.
FIFOfocus.com.au.
Thanks, Sandra.
Thank you.